Okay folks, I'm back and we get started we'll cut these bolts off on the hood. 7/16, they're all rusted, and we'll see if we can get this hood to slide over that way, and that way we can get this radiator out, because we can't get it out with the centerpiece on. And I've got Scott here helping me, and we're going to see if we can get this gear out today. All right. Okay, so we're just about ready. We're working away at it. Let me see, radiator's out, hood's off, we're hooked up, front mounts, working on the last bolt for it. We got the bell housing bolts out. So if we can get this out and forward, then we can get these bolts out and get that off, and then we'll be able to really figure out what's going on. So everything's working out good, no problem at all. Hood come off easy. I got my son's new rechargeable cutoff wheel, and thank goodness, because some of these bolts, the heads were so rusty on them that you couldn't get on them, so we ended up having to cut them off. But radiator's off and ready to go. We'll probably try to rinse some water through it before we put it back on. Had some rust in it, of course. Alright, so moving right along. Okay folks, we got her out, got her hanging, as you can see, and our lift is fine. Everything's good to go. No problem, didn't crush the roof either. So, and the engine's 960 pounds without the flywheel and stuff, I think. And there's another bell housing section on it. Plus I left a 60-pound starter on it. So, but it's hanging. So it's all the weights on our LiftMaster 2000. So now we're going to take this gearbox off, and we'll know about the gear here shortly. All right, folks, we got it off. Worm looks pretty good. As you can see, there's some pieces and parts there. And then I think somebody thought that was a pizza and ate the crust off of it. We're gonna get it out of there, but it is shot. Yeah, it definitely ain't nothing that was done recent. All right, let's get it out and I'll show you. Okay, folks, there's the bearing inside, and it looks good. No issues there. And it's at least has some grease and oil on it. This don't have any. But as you can see, and you can see it with the green on it, it has been that way for 20 years or so. And you can see where we done it right here. This is where we was trying to get it to run and move. Oh, and the rest had already been gone. So now I got to count the teeth on this thing, or what is supposed to be the teeth, and then be able to get us a gear. And then we got a whole lot of cleanup to do. I may have to drag that housing home and do some major pressure washing and cleaning on it. So, but we got her apart. That was the important part. And so far, my hoist held up. So there you go. All right, let me count them. Okay folks, here's the mess left inside of here. So that's going to all be cleaned up and taken out, and gears cleaned. Oh, gears cleaned. I mean bearings cleaned. And should be able to work with that. Okay, so let me see. We're going to get a pipe wrench on there, and we're not going to hurt the splines because it should turn easy, but we need to test it either way. That was what I said I was going to do, so that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, no problem. Okay folks, so we're done with what we can do here. I'm going to get over here and get this housing loaded up in the truck so we can go get it taken care of and get it cleaned up. Besides that, we're good. Put a bar across under the engine and set it down. That way wouldn't leave the come along and stuff here. All right, let me do some more walking here. I appreciate everybody watching, and I'll let you know what goes on when I get the gear here and get started putting the thing back together. Okay folks, following day, we're still trying to get a gear lined up. I'm hoping that the fella has one. He hasn't been to the warehouse yet, but we've got a 28, a 29, and a 33 tooth gear This one happens to be the 29. I've counted it at least 29 times. So teeth are, gone. And of course this is what we done. And you can see it was like that before, and you can see the green in it. So, this was probably what stopped the machine from moving and running when it was, well, I'm sure it was 20 years ago. So I can't find any other issues at all. Like I said, I'm sure there's going to be brake and clutch issues, but we can work through them. I'm just trying to locate the gear. So until I get, for sure a 29 tooth gear, we can't do a thing. But we're going to continue to look, and hopefully I'll have word today, maybe by the time this video is uploaded, as to whether I've got one or not. And this thing here was just had it. I mean, it's just all there is to it. There was no gear oil in there. According to the service manual in there, you're actually supposed to check this twice a week. And I guess it's, running at 40 hours, it's probably every 20 hours. And so, it just wasn't taken care of, and that's just all there was to it. So that's what happens. Okay, I'm trying to keep the videos, shorter. I know there was a lot of people that was hoping to see the gear in the last video and, didn't get to, but and I understand that building a little crane that goes above the machine is not that big of a deal, but for somebody that is in a situation where they need to do something, I'm just trying to show them that there's options. There's things you can do to get by with stuff. You don't have to absolutely drag the machine out. You don't have to take something in, that's huge or anything like that. So everything worked out good. They said the engine is 960 pounds. For anybody that's wondering, it's 68 horsepower. It's 184 foot-pounds of torque. Now we're talking about a 2.3 liter, 2300 cc, 142 cubic inch engine, and so that's not a real big engine to start with. So anyway, but like I said, trying to keep the quality up of the videos so people can see them a little better. I was surprised how many people only had 3 channels like I did. We watched Hee Haw, Little House on the Prairie, and Grizzly Adams. That was about all I remember watching. Used to enjoy watching that stuff. Still enjoy watching it. I don't see Grizzly Adams anymore, but I do see Little House on the Prairie quite often, and of course Hee Haw. Let you know something on this gear as soon as I find out.